Hi, this is Dennis with agppro.com, and this quick tip is going to be about wood decks. Are you planning on building one for your above ground swimming pool? There are some things to consider before you start building. Some really important things like how are you going to change the liner? So many people forget this, that maybe in 5 or 10 years or maybe 15 years you're going to have to put a new liner in that pool. So give this some thought before you start building the wood deck. If the deck is going to go over top of the top rails, you may consider going with a beaded liner. If you use a beaded liner right at the beginning, and you know you're going to be decking over the top rails, and the top rails won't have to come off again. And so that's one option. I'm not a big fan of beaded liners, but if they fit the pool and they're installed properly, they're just fine. The other thing to consider, if you have an overlap liner, is you've got to get to all the screws. Okay, so see how your top caps are installed. Is there a screw on the back side that you're going to have to get to? Those top caps have to come off, the top rails have to come off, and the caps that go over the rods have to come off. So you've got to look close at all this stuff. Either that or build a deck that's in components that can be unbolted and pulled away from the pool. That's my preference, since 90% of my liners I install by pulling up over the top rails and stretching into place. That's my preferred way to install a liner. If you have a deep end in your pool and it's a doughboy pool, that would be about the only way to install the liner, is by stretching it. Otherwise you can create a pretty big mess. So if you have a deep end, consider strongly something that you can pull or move back away from the pool. Hopefully you won't have to do this very often, but keep it in mind in the early stages of building the deck. What are you going to do when it comes time to change the liner? Okay, now that's about it. Give it some thought.